I wouldn't have said I was like unhappy, but it was just like I wasn't happy either. Just felt that I was a kind of a slower, older version of myself, and thinking, well, I'm over 60, so maybe that's what happens when you go over 60. You just become a slower, older, and fatter version of yourself. I don't want to go down the gym 3 days a week anymore. It's not kind of where I'm at and stuff like that. So it was about trying to find a way of focusing on turning my life around, to get the energy back, to get the enthusiasm back, to get the time back to do the things I wanted to do. Run down, lack of energy, and a lot of sense of, well, I want to do something. I've got that in the back of my mind, thinking, well, I used to be kind of a lot more energetic. I know things have moved on over time a bit, but this is just getting tedious. But at the same time, I'm not really sure how to do anything about it. What I should diet, but what do I eat? I don't want to live on lettuce and bloody carrots. I think what Lisa did was broke everything down into weekly achievable small steps. And it's through having those weekly achievable small steps and achieving, whatever the goals were for that week. And very quickly beginning to see the weight loss gains, despite the fact that I wasn't eating, cucumbers and lettuce or whatever. So that the quality of what I was eating vastly improved in a very short space of time. The weight loss began to show relatively quickly. I could not really, because of my fantasy about what a diet is, could not describe myself as at any point feeling like I am on a diet. I'm for sure watching what I eat, and I for sure eat a lot more healthily. But again, because it was broken down to doable steps, and again, quite quickly after the first few weeks, it was like, you have to do this every couple of days. And I was saying, well, no, I could do this every day. And if I don't do it every day, all I do is witter about, when I'm not doing it, or what's it going to be like when I'm doing it, or it'll be, And the moment that you get into that way of approaching your health, obviously stuff starts to change. And you fairly quickly begin to figure out how that's going to work for you in order to persist. And then from that you just build, because all the time you're just building up on stuff that you can do already anyway. Well, at 12 weeks I'd lost a stone. I'm going to obviously carry on doing some work with Lisa to lose a bit more. But I mean, the difference between kind of how I felt physically when I was a stone heavier and how I feel now is enormous. And I think one of the differences is made as well, because I'm doing some work in the house, kind of having a massive clear out and kind of reboot of the flat. But, I can get in and get on with that. And it's a fair amount of shifting stuff out, chucking stuff away, blah, 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 moving stuff one way to the other. 2 or 3 hours. And I'm not gasping at the end, because my general health is so much better. One of the things that I talked about with Lisa was, because I live in London, was just, getting out and working in different places, seeing more of London, particularly because the weather's been great. And that's been fantastic. I mean, it's been fantastic. Otherwise, I could well have sat in my kitchen, staring out the window, kind of doing my usual, on the computer, whatever, thinking, the weather's nice, and mithering about that. But particularly sort of been working out mainly the Tate, sometimes the South Bank. Just go down there, have a wander down with the PC, do a few hours work, have a cappuccino, do another few hours work. I'm working out the Tate, then and go and have a look at one exhibition that's on there before I if I want to chuck myself into the rush hour, fine. If I don't, then I can just sit around there and have another cup of coffee and then make my way home. And it's a very nice way to live. Absolutely not. No, which wouldn't. I mean, and also, it's got to work, hasn't it? If I'm kind of saying to somebody, whatever, say they want to have a meeting, and they say, "Oh, do you want to come meet at your office?" And I say, "Well, I don't really have an office. I tell you what, I'm working at the Tate on Friday. Why don't you come over there and we can grab a cup of coffee over there and talk about it?" You can say, "Well, hey, we're going to have our business meeting. We're not really going to be necessarily discussing anything that's hugely confidential. Let's kind of have a coffee in the Tate members room in the middle of the week, half the time is half empty anyway, and we can chat about it there." I'd have seen myself before this as the kind of person who doesn't go on a diet, doesn't go and join healthy groups, as well past any interest in going back in a gym. Clearly needs to kind of book up my ideas about health and healthy eating, well-being, and part of what I do in my job is talk about people in later life in particular having healthier lifestyles. But I wasn't doing it myself, and I didn't kind of really, for all my own provocation, have an idea about where I could start. So this work has given me a place to start, helped to kind of show me how I build on that place to start to get further. And then very quickly, I think after the first couple of weeks, it has a momentum of its own. So you kind of think, well, yeah, I could do more exercise. You think, well, yeah, I could actually eat a hell of a lot better. Oh, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff I haven't tried, so I'll try that. Oh, yeah, I haven't been here for a while, I'll go there. Stop sleepwalking through your life. You know you are. Start this program now.